Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about Vivek Ramaswamy, and I want to talk about this very interesting situation, which is the effectiveness of the Republican Party over the absolute shocking ineffectiveness of the Democrats, and how Vivek is very important because of his smile and his goodwill and his kind and tolerant demeanor, right? So I was listening to Slate Political Gabfest, and they talk, and David Plotz is an absolute genius. He's really good at kind of boiling down and cutting to something. And he said, and he is very afraid of the Republicans, and he's right to be afraid of the Republicans, because the Republicans are, American Republicans, the United States of American Republicans are incredibly effective, right? Where the Democrats are outrageously ineffective, right? And so what he said is, there has been a decade-long campaign by the conservative legal movement and by the Federalist the Federalists, but specifically the conservative right, to destroy Chevron deference, to destroy the administrative state, and to to destroy the and to make sure that the major doctrines question remains in place. Now, everything I just said is outrageously complicated and very difficult to understand. The biggest thing is what they're doing. Like, the best example of this, right, that was clearest was like when Trump put an oil executive in as the EPA's head, right? That was incredibly effective, right? Like, he wanted to make sure that the EPA was gutted in the 4 years he was president, and he did it. Like, he just put a guy in there that would make sure that the EPA accomplished virtually nothing in 4 years, and they did. They accomplished nothing, right? So we've arrived at this place where the Republicans genuinely can do what they want. Proof of this is the Roe v. Wade overturned. So I was shocked when the Republicans got Roe v. Wade overturned. And the reason why is I never thought it would happen in my lifetime, ever, right? But they did it. They worked for it. They worked for it for decades, and they quietly put people in positions, and they configured the country in a way where they could literally overturn Roe v. Wade in the majority of states, which is like astounding. I never expected to see that, right? So the reality is we've landed in this place where it's like, yeah. So I think what's really shocking is I think we've landed in a Star Wars situation, right? Where you have this situation where under the Empire, you're going to be able to eat, right? Like you're under Darth Vader and Palpatine, everybody's going to get, you're going to get something to eat. Right? Like, you're going to be able to buy property, right? You're going to have a starship, and you're going to have a land speeder, right? And the Republican, and then, the rebels take over. And then what really shocks everyone is that when the rebels take over, their ineffectiveness, right? Their, unwillingness to set any authority, their unwillingness to even allow respect for authority, and what ends up happening is, and I think this is where we're at. We have seen firsthand, and I don't think anybody, and no one knew that President Joseph Biden would create such an incredible hexscape that he would be able to destroy the American dream within 3 years for everyone, right? Like, it's astounding. It is truly, truly astounding, right? So, and I think that's where we're landing is like, holy cows. We've discovered that the ineffectiveness of Democrats makes a much worse world than the planned dark world that the empire wants to build. All right? And so I think the Republicans want to do dark, harmful things, and they're effective at doing it. But the Democrats' desire to establish unicorn dreams and rainbow tears, to build a society on rainbow tears and unicorn dreams is even more destructive to the average person. No, we didn't realize this, right? And so that's what I like about Vivek Ramaswamy. He is a Republican. He's got some of those dark, edgy positions, but he's fundamentally a good person who believes in family, who is a person of faith, has even the ability to understand morality, right? Like I think President Donald Trump is so far down the white lines, New York City tycoon road, he can't even recognize when the things he's doing are wrong, right? Like he can't even process morality. I don't think he can spell morality, right? Like, and so this is why somebody who smiles, somebody who has a kind heart in them, someone and if you look at Vivek Ramaswamy, he's always smiling. Look at the rest of everybody. DeSantis, his face cracks when he tries to smile. This is one of the reasons why he's doing so bad. Is everybody really like, oh my gosh, he literally cannot smile. Like, that's not good, right? Even Nikki Haley looks angry, terse, right, all the time, right? Tim Scott has resting straight line face, right? Like, and I really and I think one of the reasons why is Vivek knows he's capable and believes in a better future, and this is why it's so critical we elect a Republican that doesn't have a stone heart. It's very important we put him in. Every single word of that is my humble opinion. What's important is when I get to hear yours. Let me know in the comments below. Please consider. And by the way, I want to say I do invite feedback, but I so rarely take it. I'm gonna try to work on that. I'm gonna try to be more open to taking people's advice when they give it to me, or about how I should think about things and things like that. Thank you very much. Please consider liking, subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.